Hello, Brabbit 1987 here, and welcome back for another episode of Beyond Vanilla. In today's episode, we will be taking a look at a player home mod called Elysium Estate, created by thejadeshadow. The first thing you may notice is that the home isn't really all that big, at least not to the extent that some other player homes are. The look of the home blends right into the setting of Skyrim, but at the same time looks unique because of all the details put into designing this home. But it's not all just for looking either. There are a lot of convenient places for harvesting. When you first approach the home, you'll find the door is locked, but there is a note right beside the door. If you read this, it gives you a bit of backstory, just enough for you to get a general idea of why the home exists, and where you can find the key. The key is placed here at the Shrine of Kinnereth, in the flower nursery. Now before we head inside, there are many points of interest around the house. The flower nursery contains various plant life for you to collect for your alchemy skills. A little more further, and you'll find a horse stable, which also has a little outside area where you will find Amelia. It's a nice touch, and I have to give kudos to the mod author for including animals to liven the place up. You can also find some chickens that also have some names. I'll leave it up to you to look for them yourself. Across from the horse stable on the side of the house, you'll find a headstone that will remove all other blessings and restore your health and magicka, and a chicken coop right beside it. Moving on to the left side of the home, we have a farm area where you can collect various foods and ingredients. In the back, you'll find a fire pit and a pretty amazing area with a spawn fireplace. As I said, the mod author really goes out of her way to liven the place up with tons of detail that not many mod authors tend to do when it comes to player homes. Going inside the home through the front door, you'll find yourself in a dining area. Heading over to the right, there will be a table that has a journal for you to read. It fully explains the backstory of the home and gives you loads of information about every inch of the home in general. It also gives you some information about add-ons toward the back. I would highly suggest giving it a full read. The table has some named cabinets. One for items you will like to sell, and one for items to drop off if you are in a rush. Toward the wall to the left of the table, you'll find that you can store potions and poisons for easy access. Right behind the poisons is a book that you can use to customize the beds in the home. You have a choice between the mods beds or the Skyrim beds. Personally, I like the look of the mods beds. To the right of the table, you'll find a conveniently placed clothing rack. Throughout the kitchen area, you can find storage to store your foods, ingredients, wines, and many other things as well. There is a book near the sink that will allow you to clear or set the table up with some food for up to 6 people. I can go on and on about how much detail is put into this house, but I will just let the house speak for itself. Down the hall to the left, you'll find some more storage and some doors that lead to an area for all your followers to stay in, which is useful if you use the mod My Home is Your Home. They even get their own bath and entrance. Continuing down the hall, you'll find yourself in a living room with a fireplace, and another side entrance. There is a basement area, but we will get back to that later. Up the stairs, you'll find a library area for you to store all the books you may collect throughout your travels. There are 2 very interesting book stands in the library that will give you special effects. Studying dragons will remove all other blessings and give you a time reduction between shouts of 5% for 10 minutes. If you study the Daedra, it will also remove any other blessing and allow you to conjure a bow for 10 minutes. It's a really nice feature and it's not overpowered since there is a fairly short time limit on them. The only thing else in the library is a desk where you can store all your notes, journals, and scrolls. The mod author really makes sure you have a specific place for just about everything. There are other rooms located up here. The first is the bathroom, which has perfume and cologne that gives a temporary boost to your speechcraft. The last room is the master bedroom, and oh boy is it. I wish my room looked like this. There's tons of storage and even a hidden panel to store away your treasures and valuables. It's not particularly hard to find, so I will leave it up to you to check it out. Also, there is a table to place all your amulets. Now, there's one last place you can go from here, and that is up to the loft area. The loft is a small cozy area where you can relax, take a breather, and read a book. Heading back downstairs and into the basement, you'll find all your crafting tools. The alchemy and enchanting tables will be the first you come across as you enter the basement, as well as storage for potions, poisons, ingredients, soul gems, and spell tomes. Right next to the door, you will find a book that allows you to change some key features around the basement and trophy room, which leads me up to the trophy room. The mod author gives you plenty of space for armor, weapons, and spots for all sorts of artifacts and valuables that you come across throughout your time in Skyrim. On the other side of the basement, you will find the smithing area. It has places to store all your extra armor and weapons. And you even have a wood chopping block, which is useful if you have a mod like Frostfall. Further in, you'll find all your crafting tools: a tanning rack, workbench, forge, grindstone, and smelter. Forge looks to be a sky forge, which is pretty convenient. You also have places to store all your raw materials. Last, there is a secret back entrance, which is very useful. So instead of having to go through the house every time you need to craft something, you can instead come directly here. There's a lot more I can show you if I was to go into every single nook and cranny of detail that this home has to offer. However, it's best for you to just come check it out for yourself. There are no words to describe how much detail the mod author put into this. There are some things, though, I would like to see the mod author add eventually. The shield out by the front of the home, if possible, it would be really cool to be able to choose it from a variety. Another cool feature that could be added is to retrieve all your materials when you activate the appropriate crafting table. Overall, this is my favorite player home mod, and I personally think it's one of the best available. If you like the mod, be sure to give the mod author an endorsement. If you like this video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, see you next time.